Hey everyone, so this is your video version of your answer key. Remember, you can find your answer key, the paper version, that you're used to finding in the bin by going to GMS Learn, clicking on your math videos like you typically do, and at the far left, you will see something that says math answer keys, and you can search there. So this video is simply the play-by-play, the action, if you will, what goes into making of the answer sheet. So we're going to jump right into question number 2. We want to notice that it is a rectangle. So I need the width and I need the length. We multiply, away we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 7 wide. 1, 2, it is 2 tall. 7 times 2 gives me 14. Yeah, so the answer is 14. That's again, we would say units squared because we don't know if they're inches, feet, or whatever they are. So we would just kind of run with that. So, oops. All right, so question 3. Question 3, it's a triangle, all right? So what we're going to realize here is that we can end up drawing it into a rectangle. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4 wide, all right? Times, and then we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tall. So 4 times 8 is 32, and we are going to divide it by 2, which gives us, what is that, 16? Yeah, so 16 units squared. Now, again, there's the formula process here that just says, hey, base times height and divide it by 2. And what we're going to realize is the base and the height always meet at the right angle. And in the triangle there, that was right there. And again, that's kind of what we did. How wide is that? Well, we figured out it's 4. How tall is that? Well, we figured out it was 8. So again, formula based, and then also we can just use that visual there. Another rectangle that we're going to end up making here. All right, so there we go. So we can see we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we are 10 wide. And then we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. All right. That felt weird. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Yes. So 10 times 6 is 30. All right. And then we will divide it by 2. So we will get an answer of 15 that we're dealing with. Again, triangles always get chopped in half. A little bit for. Oh, no, there we go. All right. Again, I can see a whole lot of triangles here. So again, make it into that rectangle. Again, it is still half the amount. If you wanted to, we could just kind of do, all right. And now you can see that we do have a set of triangles here that are equal and a set of triangles here that are equal. So again, how wide we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, times how tall we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then divide by 2. So 42 divided by 2, 21. We would say 21 units squared. Question 6 here. Again, we're going to draw that into our rectangle. Again, if we did chop it, all right, if we did end up chopping it there, we could see again the equal parts that we got. So let's figure out how wide we are. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, excuse me, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, times how tall are we? We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So 8 times 8 is 64. We need to chop it in half. Below 32. Question number 7. Again, gonna make my rectangle. I'm gonna kind of go into my other triangle that's there. How wide are we? Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are 11 wide. And how tall are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 11 times 4 is 44. Divide that by 2, and we do end up getting 22 units squared. All right, and the last one that's here with question number 8. Again, we are going to go triangle here, rectangle here. So again, we can see we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, times, and then we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. Oh my goodness. 35 divided by 2. Sorry, I got a little messy there. Oh, it's a fraction decimal. I'm going to go decimal here. 17 and 5 tenths. We could certainly end up saying the 17 and a half as well. So again, we can certainly make use of that. Okay, so here in lesson two, we did that one, so I'm going to skip on down here. All right. And I believe we did that one as well. We did. So we're going to skip on down to question number 4. So remember what we can do here, and this should have a dotted line that's right there for you. And we should have ourselves a right angle symbol for it here. All right. What we could end up doing is we could end up visualizing and slicing and then filling it in over here. But what our formula lets us know for our area is we just do base times height. And again, the formula is the shortcut. So for base times height, we have to figure out how wide it is. And we don't use the word width because these shapes don't come with a right angle, as in the parallelogram itself. We have to do a little work to get to the right angle. So we can see that it is touching this 4 here, and it would be touching this 9. So this is just 4 times 9. So hello, 36 inches squared. That's it. And again, the formula allows you to kind of do your speed version of it. Notice I didn't use the 6 there at all. The 6 had nothing to do with it. I needed the line that was going straight up and down, and I needed a line that was going from left to right. So that's why it's the 4 and the 9. Perimeter, we're going to add up the sides. It's a parallelogram, so there are 4 sides. I see a 6 that's there and another 6, and then I've got 2 9s to go along with it. Notice the 4 is not used. The 4 is not the shape. If you actually outline the shape, you can see it's the 6, it's the 9, it's the 6, and it's the 9 that's there. So let's see here. That's a 12, that's an 18. Add them together. Hello, 40. This is just perimeter, so it's just the distance. So there's no need for any inches squared that we're dealing with. Okay, so this guy here is a triangle. It should have a right angle symbol built in for us there. And what we want to notice is our formula for area is simply base times height divided by 2. I could go ahead, draw in my rectangle. That works. We can do that. But the formula kind of bypasses having to do that extra drawing that's there. And we can just kind of jump right into it. Base and height always meet at the right angle. So I'm going to use, it touches at 12, it touches 4. So it's going to be 12 times 4 and divided by 2. So it's a 48. Chop 48 in half and you do get 24. So it's 24 meters squared. All right. Perimeter at the sides. It's a triangle. It's got 3 sides. 12 plus 13 plus 4. So 25 plus 4. Hello, 29. So again, multiple approaches that are here. Again, we could cut and move, but what we've realized is the formula is just base times height. And the base and height always meet at the right angle symbol. So that should be there for us. So which 2 numbers touch the right angle symbol? Well, this 2 does, and so does this 8. So it's just 2 times 8. Hello, 16. Now, again, if you wanted to help visualize it, we could go ahead and chop that triangle. We could slide it right in there. So then you can end up seeing is that this is the actual shape we are dealing with. All right. And that would end up being, because we take the order, that would be an 8 tall. All right. We can see the 2 wide. And so again, it's still 16. Perimeter, we're going to add up the sides. So it needs 4 sides that are there. So I got to figure out what we got. Oh, it's an 8 that's there. All right. So because of the 4 sides, we're going to add up the 4 sides. There's an 8 plus an 8 plus an 8 plus an 8. Again, we talked about this before. It's that I know it doesn't look like they're all the same length, but this is where you do have to trust your numbers that are there. So add that all up. 8 times 4, hello, 32. So 32 inches for question 6. All right. Last one, question 7. There is your right angle symbol in there. So again, I could go ahead and draw and make it into it. It just starts making more work. We're going to use that formula of base times height divided by 2. And again, the base and the height always touch at the right angle symbol. So if I look at my right angle symbol, I find the two numbers that are touching it. It is the number 7 and it is the number 14. So we're going to do 7 times 14 and divide it by 2. Yeah, a little mental math or your friendly calculator. I don't mind if it comes out for the show, but that's 98. Chop that in half and you do get 49, oops, centimeters squared. All right. And then for your perimeter, we're adding up the sides. Now it's a triangle, people. How many sides does a triangle have? Well, 3. So below 8, below 6, 14. We are not using that 7. So 6 plus 8 plus 14, that gives us our 28 that we're looking at. All right, people, there is your lesson number 2.